What's up guys, it's the Class Act Man here and welcome to our new channel. This is your first time visiting us. Well, it clearly has to be because this is our first video. But go ahead and tap the like and subscribe button below and hopefully we can create a channel with some content that you guys like. Today we are going to review the Sony WH-1000XM3. So after some careful consideration, I did come with the idea of purchasing these instead of the Bose Quiet Comfort 35s. And I'll explain a little bit of the reason further on in the video, but this video is not sponsored by anyone. I did purchase these with my own money, and here's our honest review. So let's get started. So let's open this bad boy up. Now when you immediately open it, there is an easy configuration setup around the front. The inside, let's see what we got here. On the inside, we have our user manual. Toss that back in here. And the case. I really like the travel case on this. So fresh out of the box, it comes in this nice little travel case, has a pouch on the outside. Now the model that I did get was the one that's black with a gold trim on it. Right when you open them, with the headphones. Comes with a piece of paper on the inside to just give you the controls. It does have touch sensors. Let's see what else they put in here. Aux cable. I thought this was really cool. This is for when you're on a plane, the converter, so you don't have to worry about not being able to hear anything. You can easily convert. Nowadays though, I feel like all the planes are eventually gonna get rid of this, but it's a good touch. And a USB to Type-C. Alright. Well, let's take a closer look at the headphones. So this is the M3, this is the third model. After going through some reviews and doing some research, I noticed that previous models, when people were putting them on, they were cracking right here. And based on these, to be honest with you, they're quite sturdy. The ear right here is very movable. Same on both sides. I think they'll hold up. They do expand and contract right here. But we'll see. I'll definitely have to create an update in a few months and let you know how these hold up for sure. I really like the gold trim on these. It is different than the previous models. It's a nice little touch, and these do also come in a silver model. But to continue on with the review, we have two buttons here. We have a power button and then the noise canceling / ambient button. Now let's compare a few stats with this and the Quiet Comfort 35s. So these are a little bit heavier. These come in at 8.99 ounces. Meanwhile, the Bose Quiet Comfort 35s, the second generation ones, they come under 8.3 ounces. The battery charge time for these is roughly 3 hours for a full charge. And the battery charge for the Bose Quiet Comfort 35s are 2.25 hours for a full charge. And as I said earlier, the method of charging on these is going to be a Type-C. These last on a full charge with the noise canceling on a max of 30 hours, and with the noise canceling off, they'll go about 38 hours. Meanwhile, Bose, the Quiet Comfort 35s, said that they'll last 20 hours. The biggest thing that really made me go after these rather than something else was definitely the app. Now, the app is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. For Sony to step up their game, it's a pretty cool app. Right off the bat, there's a few things to look at. The first option is the adaptive sound control. Now this honestly is the coolest feature. What you're gonna do, you're gonna put these on your head, and once you put them on, you're going to tap this little icon right here, and it's going to detect the environment that you're in. And based on the environment that you're in, you can edit certain settings with your ambient sound control. So for example, in a staying environment, for me, I prefer to have 0 ambient control, but if I want to, I can add some ambient control and have it focus on voices to where I can hear people around me, or possibly add more and include items like cars and other things that I might be hearing. But when I'm staying in one spot, studying or getting some work done, I like to keep the ambient noise to a minimum. When I'm walking, I'll add a little bit more ambient noise, probably keep it around 8, just so way I can hear some voices and not really the cars or anything else. And when I'm running, to be honest, I don't really wear these when I run. I prefer in-ear headphones when I run, but let's also keep this right around 5. And for transit, I do take public transportation quite often, and there has been multiple times where I miss my train stop, so I try to keep this one a little higher just so I can hear the train. And then once all your settings are done, you're going to go ahead and tap done. Your next one is going to be noise canceling optimizer. So when you first put these headphones on for the first time and turn on the noise canceling, you are going to feel pressure in your ears. And for a lot of people, that pressure can be very painful after some time. And for some people, this might even scare them away from the product. But don't let that scare you away, honestly. Because you're going to put these on, and as soon as you put them on, you're going to tap start right here. And the headphones are going to detect what noises are around you. And it's going to measure your wearing conditions, and based off your wearing conditions, it's going to set up different pressure points and different noise canceling optimizers that'll give you the perfect environment. So for me, when I first put these on, it's optimized them at 1.0 for atomic pressure. A couple of things I don't really use, I have looked into them, and you don't really need them. For sound positioning control, you can choose where you want the sound to come from. It can be from the front, the back, the side, wherever you want. I just keep the sound as raw as possible just because I enjoy hearing the natural sound, the sound that was created by the producer or whoever made the music. Next up is the same exact thing. This is just how open of an area you want to hear your music. So you can choose between arena, you can choose between club, outdoor stage, concert, whatever you want. I keep it on off. And after that is the equalizer. The equalizer does have some presets which let you mess around with the music. And then you can also do customization if you hit that little settings button right there, and you can add to it. I find that these headphones do come with great settings in the beginning, and the problem with many equalizers that I know a few people don't really know, but with many equalizers, you can tune the equalizer as much as you want, but if your phone settings equalizers are off, then it'll eventually mess with the music that you're listening to. So for example, if you're listening to music on Spotify and you may have tweaked your equalizer settings on Spotify a long time ago, and you go ahead and try to tweak these equalizer settings, you are gonna get some music that's a little off. Alright, next up is sound quality mode. So you get to choose between priority on sound quality or priority on stable connection. What I've noticed from playing around with this thing is if you want to mess with the settings a little bit, it is going to force you to keep the sound quality mode on priority on stable connection. And the rest of the buttons, honestly, so this is a very important feature right here. So the change function of the NC ambient button. So I don't find myself using the NC noise, the noise canceling ambient button very often. So what I did is I did tweak the settings on that so it is linked to my Google Assistant. I find that much more helpful, especially when I can't reach into my pocket or when I simply want to ask Google something. And the automatic power off, set that for 5 minutes. And then those are just voice guides and everything. Alright guys, so now that we covered a majority of the app and the software behind it and what comes out of the box, let's talk a little bit more about the headphones themselves. So one thing that I wasn't a huge fan of regarding these headphones is that when I did put them on, I did find that the ear on the inside did actually touch my ears. Meanwhile with the Bose Quiet Comfort, I feel like there's a little more space in the ears, and so it doesn't really touch. Other than that, with regards to over-the-ear headphones, I do sweat a lot, so these do get a little sweaty. And they're soft to where the comfort is pretty well. I mean, I've worn them for multiple hours now, and I'd say that they're comfortable. I don't mind them. That's probably it so far for the few hours that I've been using them. Those are the only negatives I could truly spot out. Like I said earlier in the video, I'll have to create one after few weeks of using these and let you know how they hold up and how sturdy they really are. But the part that I've been saving for last, and the part that just blew me out of this world compared to other headphones, is the controls on these. So let's look at them. So if we put these on, right, so the controls are on the side of the headphones, and they're all completely touchscreen. So if you double tap, you could pause or start a new song. You can also increase the volume up by going like this, and you can lower the volume by going like this. You can go to your next song by moving forward, and you can go to your previous song. Volume up, down for volume down, swipe forward to go to the next song, swipe back to go to the previous song. And a really cool feature for me is if you have the noise canceling on and you just have ambient sound and someone walks into the room and you want to talk to them, instead of taking off your headphones and completely taking them off, you can just go like this, and it knows that you're covering the sensors, and so you can hear everything around you. And the part that's pretty cool is right now I can hear my own voice. It's feeding my voice in through the speakers. And for all you Apple fans out there who are familiar with Apple products, like with the MacBook and the trackpad, or with the Apple mouses and being able to move around, this is a feature that just feels natural to use. It's something that right away, right off the bat, you automatically fall in love with. So that's all for these headphones, and I'll be looking forward to giving you guys an update in a few weeks and letting you know how they go. Alright guys, well I hope you really liked that review. So the goal of this channel really is just to create a place for different ideas to be thrown around, for you to see products, new technology, new designs, new styles, and maybe even to talk about some things that we don't really hear about normally, and to just question things around us. So I really like this channel to be centered not just around the videos that I make, but the stuff that you guys want to learn. Because I know that there's a lot of things out there that I don't really know, and I'd love to learn, and everybody out there is just full of ideas. So go ahead, tap subscribe, hit the like button, and go down in the comments and let me know what you guys want to learn about. Maybe it's something that I have no idea. I would love to dig into it and look at the different information behind it and get your opinion. So go ahead and let me know what you guys want, and let's help this channel grow together. Let's create a space where we can all learn from each other and learn something new. And along the way, you guys get to see reviews and new technology and things that you like. All right, guys. Well, thank you. I'll see you next time.